Today, Bangor firefighters, community members, and family members gathered to celebrate the life of Lieutenant William VanPeursem, who recently took his own life. News Center Maine's Drew Peters spoke with Billy's friends and fellow firefighters about his passion for helping others.
He always greets you with a smile, he greets you with a laugh, he greets you with a handshake and a hug.
Known as Bangor Fire Department's senior man, Lieutenant Billy VanPeursem spent 36 years dedicated to serving his community.
He was always brought up over and over again as an officer that people wanted to be like.
He spent nearly 4 decades inspiring those around him, embodying bravery in the face of danger.
People would follow him anywhere because he would either be right beside them or he'd be leading the way.
While many will remember his courage, they'll also never forget the compassion Billy showed people on their hardest days.
We might be, working a cardiac arrest in a house or something like that, and somebody'd look up and say, "Where's Billy?" He's disappeared, and then, you find him, he's out, he's got his arm around an older gentleman that just lost his wife for 60 years.
Kids that we would see on the street, we'd stop and he'd give them stickers or just give a fist pump or a high five, or kids that we'd see on fire alarms.
While firefighters say Lieutenant VanPeursem was rough around the edges at times, they say he was a coworker that was as reliable and genuine as they come.
After a bad call, he's kind of the guy that would come around and check on you and make sure you're doing okay.
Bangor Assistant Fire Chief Chandler Corvo says VanPeursem was a constant source of laughter throughout the station, even on the toughest of shifts.
It was never a dull moment. His laugh could be heard from blocks away.
Corvo says he was an incredibly loving family man who always prioritized the people he loved over himself.
His people were his #1 priority. He would always put his people ahead of his needs, of his own needs.
While the pain has been unimaginable at times, former Bangor firefighter Ronnie Green says Lieutenant VanPeursom's suicide is a loss that shows just how important it is for first responders to reach out for help.
Just letting people know it's okay not to be okay. But we take that a step further. It's okay not to be okay as long as we do something about it.
Because those, like VanPeursem, who dedicate their lives to serving their communities, are sometimes the one who also need help in return.
We've got to understand that we've got to look out for each other. We've got to take care of our mental health.
In Bangor, Drew Peters, News Center, Maine.
Firefighters and community members are raising money to support the VanPeursem family as they navigate this tragedy. We will have a link to that donation page on our website.